Grandad. How long have you been down here?
Oh, quite a while.
Right, I'm just going to go and put them cones out. You know,
for when our Vera comes, yeah, you do that because she'd appreciate that.
I'll be back in a minute.
I'm just jotting a few things down here in case they want me to say something at the service. I would rather not because I'm sure I'll make a flaming exhibition of myself.
Nobody's going to make you do anything you don't want to.
Folk expect it, don't they? I mean, I don't want them thinking that I haven't said out about it because I can't think of how good.
Nobody's going to think that.
Happening it's best left to the clergyman, eh? What do you think? I mean, he's used to it. After all, that's what he gets paid for, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'll be back in a tick.
Oh, yes. And where did you get them from?
The Undertakers, why? Gonna have me arrested for pinching him, will you?
Just wondering, that's all.
Excuse me.
Oh, I do beg your pardon.
Cheers.
Here. How's Jack?
I think he'll be better once it's over.
Oh, yes, I'm sure he will. And is his son coming, Terry?
I think he's expected.
Oh, right.
You okay? Not bricking it?
They're only going to tell me things I already know, like, you shouldn't have done that, David, and don't do it again, and yes, I know I shouldn't, and no, I won't.
Morning, Tina.
Mrs. Platt?
Good of you to come.
Only excuse for a morning off work.
You had some breakfast, or can I get you something?
Oh, no, I'm okay, Cha.
Is that why you're coming with us? So you can have the morning off?
Oh, yeah, sure. Then I'm going to a funeral, so I can have the afternoon off as well.
My Gran's coming with us as well, you know Audrey, remember you met her?
Oh, yeah. So, there's going to be 3 of us. Oh, got yourself a backing group there. Davy and the Courtroom Sisters.
Except we've not got much to sing about. Isn't a trip to the headmaster, David, or me sounding off? It's a court of law.
Yes, I know. Look, I'm even going to wear a tie. So...
I just hope the reason that you came back early wasn't because you think I'm such a wimp I can't manage a night on my own.
I came home because I wanted to spend time with you.
Oh, because you think that it's going to be like that when we get married, like, I'm never going to let you out of a Messiah.
Will you stop telling me what I'm thinking, especially when I'm not?
Well, I'm just saying that it won't be like that.
And I'm just saying I've got to go. Right, what time's his funeral?
On 12 o'clock, so you've got to be back before that.
I will be.
So you'll have time to get changed.
Into a better person, I know.
Right, me and Ty are off to the restaurant. Gonna collect the rest of the food.
Yeah, right, go on.
Well, is there anything else you want us to do?
Aye. You can make this flaming speech from me if you like.
I thought we decided you don't need to do that.
But folk expect it.
No, they don't expect you to make yourself poorly over it. There, I've made you some toast with tea.
Look, I've told you, I can't eat anything.
Well, toast is what you eat when you can't eat anything.
Anyway, we're off.
Yeah, won't be long.
Right, aye. Molly, honestly, do you think I should say anything?
Oh.
You'd be the only one there that doesn't.
Hey, has Jack said any more about Terryton?
I don't think he knows. Me? Don't even know if I want him there.
You wouldn't if you knew him.
Yeah, well, I don't know him, which, since he's my dad, is the thing that makes it all the more weird.
Good night, drivers.
No, you can't. Oh, it's a joke.
I won't go near the canal.
You're not going near that steering wheel. Now get in.
Actually, I suppose she must think something of him if she wants to go to court with him.
Well, it's not your usual kind of date. And it's very good of her.
As long as he doesn't start showing off.
Well, if he does, she'll be the first to tell him to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, Carla alert, Carla alert.
Do you think she'll be going to Vera's funeral?
Well, she certainly dressed for it. She couldn't make a living out of hiring herself at funerals, that one.
Well, yeah, she'll create the right atmosphere.
Morning.
Hello. You made it back from Birmingham then?
Yeah. Not as fast as you, though. I trust little Maria was grateful to see you, was she?
No need for the little Maria, just Maria will do.
I'll try and remember that.
And did you and Big Tony enjoy the rest of your stay?
Yeah, we did, thank you.
Well, that's everybody happy then. Now, you do know that half your workforce is disappearing to a funeral this morning?
No, I didn't know. Whose funeral? And who said they could go?
Vera Douglas, who worked here about 100 years ago, and who said they could go was me, because I'm going to know. Do you want to come?
No, I do not.
Hey, that fella's just parked outside ours. Yeah? Well, he can shift it. Oi! Hang on a minute!
What?
You can't go back in there.
Do you not see the cones?
I've been there a dozen times.
Yeah, well, not today, you don't.
There's a funeral going from that house, mate. We need the space.
Hey, we can shift it if you want, but it'll be wheel by wheel, you know what I mean?
Okay, I didn't see the cones. I'll move it.
Thanks.
Hey, it's not a bad bit of grub, this, you know.
Get your hands off. Right, now, do you think we should leave it on the bar or put it on a table over there?
Put it on a table. It's out the way, then, isn't it?
Right, so I will get a tablecloth.
Make sure it's a clean one.
What's the matter?
You'll say I'm stupid.
No, I won't.
You'd be right to if you did. I'd just like to know that Alex is okay.
Alex?
Which I know is stupid because we agreed that we'd leave both lads well alone, but I just can't help wondering how he is.
Well, then ring, what's her face? Wendy, ask her.
No.
Why not?
Because she'll take that as me making some sort of claim over him, promising more.
Well, I'll ring her then.
Look, no, Steve, forget it, all right? Just leave it. Nobody's ringing anybody. Are we supposed to be putting some drinks out and all, are we?
Can do.
What if
Yeah?
I hadn't turned up at the hotel?
I'd have had an early night and probably a whole lot more sleep.
You and Liam looked very cosy together.
Cosy? Oh, we were talking, if that's what you mean. Didn't have much choice, did we?
And there was only one bedroom.
Which was a booking mix-up that I told you about. Tony, come on. I've never been more pleased to see you in my life.
I'm not kidding.
Vera, Ida and Ivy. One out, all out. They were inseparable. And they weren't a bit alike. You wonder how they ever got on.
Well, didn't they have a common enemy in Elsie Tanner after Mike had made her the supervisor? I think he only did that because he knew how much the others would hate it. He liked upsetting folk.
It was another age.
It was.
Yeah, but was it better?
It was for Vera.
For most of us.
Because we were young.
I wonder.
What?
Well, whether it was the thought of moving to Blackpool that killed her. I don't mean Blackpool in particular, but leaving here, you know, tearing up her roots and having to think about putting them down somewhere else.
Well, I think it was what she wanted.
Rather than Jack.
Yeah, because she didn't know the stress that'd be involved. I mean, look at you two.
Look at us two, what for?
Well, you've never moved from this street, have you? I mean, you're both older than Vera was, and yet, well, you're still in the prime of life. Hey, and here's another one. He's never moved, and he has the looks of a man half his age.
Oh, what have I done to deserve this?
Stayed alive.
And stayed put. Whereas Vera mistakenly thought she'd be better off somewhere else.
Ah, yes, Vera. Now, can somebody tell me, is the funeral 12 or 12:30?
12.
12.
Definitely.
I said it was 12. Blanche insisted it was 12:30. Right, well, we haven't long then.
We haven't.
So, people know it's back to the Rovers afterwards, do they?
Well, I've been telling everyone.
Yeah, so have I.
Maybe we should have folk back here, what do you think?
The Rovers is fine.
Oh, it's nice. It's where you used to be landlord and landlady, isn't it?
We did that. What time did they say?
Arriving about 11.
Which is now.
She was always late. If I had £1 for every minute she'd have me stood here waiting for her, I'd be a millionaire by now, honest. Seri.
Dad.
Hey, I'm sorry about me, Mum. Must have been a blow.
It was, I
don't know how much you loved her. So did I. She was a great lady. I'm gonna miss her. Big time.
Well, I know I am.
Jerome?
All right. This is Molly.
Hiya, his girlfriend.
Nice to meet you, Molly.
Nice to meet you. Well, it would be, you know, if it weren't.
Yeah, I know.
I'm Paul.
Oh, right, yeah. Good to meet you, Paul.
You too.
You don't recognise him, do you? Yeah. Would it help if I give you a second name? Like Paul Clayton?
Hey?
Your son. Who you last saw. When would that be, son?
It must have been 7 years ago.
Paul?
Yep.
You've grown up.
He lives here now with me and... well, with me.
I'll get that.
You, live here?
Turned up one day, haven't managed to get away.
And your mother was very pleased about it, and so am I.
It's the Undertaker.
We have Vera outside now, and we're ready to proceed just whenever you are.
Right. Well, I think we're just about ready, aren't we? Thank you.
They're here.
Right. Ken, they're here.
Oh, Emily, are you going to the funeral? Oh, yes. It is the crematorium, isn't it? Not the church? Not the church, no. Right.
Oh. It's Co-op. I recognise the hearse. Oh, look, there's Jack.
It's a tough day for him. So, is it all of you in the funeral car?
If we'll all fit in, aye.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine.
After you.
Thanks. Son.
We can go in Ty's car if you want to be by yourselves.
Yeah, of course we can. No, come on, we're all getting there.
Hey, you two want a lift?
No, we're all right, thanks.
Hey, Eileen, you want a lift?
No, thanks. I'm going to go with Lloyd.
Hey, would you like a lift with us?
Would you mind?
No, not at all.
Thank you.
Not the best at funerals. What do we say to Jack?
I'll just say we're sorry. What else can we say?
Carla was furious that lot were taking time off work.
Do you know what? She's a cow. Complete and utter cow.
Well, we won't argue about that. Looks like there'll be quite a lot going.
Hiya, love. Just remember this next time you light up your next fag, eh? She didn't die of lung cancer, did she? What did she die of?
Dunno. Death, I think.
No, I thought it was a heart attack.
See, I want one now. I want a fag now that you've said that.
No, you can't have one.
You wonder, don't you? Who'll be at my funeral?
Well, I will. Plus I'm busy.
I'm serious. You wonder just how many people would miss you.
More than you think.
Are you sure you want to come? Because I don't mind going on my own.
I'll just take you. I'll see if there's a car free.
Okay.
Wasn't that sad?
Yeah, it was.
Well, it would have been a lot sadder if there'd been nobody there to take any notice.
Well, yeah.
No, I mean, well, she is a very lucky woman to have such good friends and neighbours, as that's just proved.
You're coming back to the Rovers after the funeral?
So behave yourself.
Yeah, well, I have to, or else they'll lock me up.
Yes, and don't you forget that.
I was proud of you today. The way you spoke was very grown up.
Well, thanks.
And thank you for supporting him.
Me have to. I've never met anyone as bad as me before.
Right, come on, let's get in.
Oh! See, your son's been up in court over his shenanigans at my son's wedding.
He's been fined £300 and there are points to go on his licence when he gets one.
What did he say to that then?
He apologised to the court and said nothing like it would ever happen again.
They believed him.
Yes, they did. And more to the point, so did I.
You would.
Come on, Arlie, not now, eh?
My son stood up in court and accepted his punishment. So how long before your son accepts responsibility for abandoning my daughter?
1-1. Debate agenda.
Yes, I agree. So come on, Gail, let's get going, shall we?
Do you want to say anything?
Who to?
During the service, do you want to talk about your mother, your memories of her?
No, I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Hey, don't get smart.
Stop it. Don't start that lark, not today.
Sorry.
It'll be better coming from you. I mean, there'll be folk here who won't even know who I am.
Aye.
Hey, look, there's Terry.
The black sheep.
Well, at least he turned up.
And so he should. It is his mother we're seeing off.
Yeah, well, I'd think more of him if he'd come to see her while she was still alive.
Freezing.
We meet again.
In the nicest of places. We was just saying, would you want to be buried or cremated?
Neither right now.
I'd like my body to be deep frozen, so that in 1,000 years' time, I can be brought back to life. You know, when science has found all the answers.
What if science never finds them?
Then, I don't know.
Then we'll run out of electricity and you'll melt all over the floor.
If you'd like to follow me in, Mr. Duckworth, perhaps with your son at your side.
Yeah, will do. All right, Dad.
And if you'd like to follow on, so...
Amazing grace, oh how sweet is the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, oh, but now I'm found. Was blind.
Sit down, Grandad.
Yeah, think I will. I will.
He's got himself all worked up about whether or not he should say anything.
You all right, Dad? Yeah. Deep breaths, okay?
Yeah. Go on.
Bright shining as the sun. We've no less days to sing God's praise. And when we first are begun,
Hearing all that this morning, you were real screwed up, weren't you?
Well, there were one or two unresolved issues, yeah.
It made me think. I don't really know you.
Well, what do you want to know?
What are you going to do next?
If you mean, like, drive a car into a canal again, Tina, then I'm not.
So you're, like, reformed?
I've, like, done it. You know? And believe me, if you've ever driven a car into a canal once, I promise you, you wouldn't want to do it again.
Look with compassion on your children in their loss. Give to troubled hearts the light of hope, and strengthen in us the gift of faith. In Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
And now this is the point where we pause for a moment, and when I invite anyone who wishes to come forward and share with us their memories of Vera.
No, leave him.
Anyone? No. Well then, let's all say the Lord's Prayer.
Excuse me, I want to say something. I think I should.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think he's up to it.
Yeah, no. Hey, come on, Jack, sit yourself back down.
I want to say something.